Hello, everyone. Welcome back inside of Destiny, the Taken King. Nick here with Degenerate Gaming. Back inside the tower, actually. And as you can see by them flags there, Iron Banner is back. As you can tell by my gear and my getup, we are all suited up and ready to go. Before we go and check out Lord Saladin back there, we're going to come here, stop by the Postmaster, and grab our package. It says special delivery, and I got the sugary shell. This should be 320, and it is. Helium filaments and killing hunters in the crucible. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for the crimson shell. I'm gonna probably just infuse that, but oh well. We'll let's go check out Lord Saladin and see what he is selling this week. As far as I know, the game mode is Clash, and I particularly like Clash for Iron Banner. It works well with my play style. I prefer to play Clash. The bounties, basically all the same. See, ability kills, that's a new one for the first day. Heavy and primary are usually there. So we'll go ahead and pick up all of those. Remember to equip your shaders, your emblems, and your class items if you don't already have them equipped, as it'll increase your buff for your rep gains. And we're selling this week the Iron Companion sleeves, the grips, which are going to change as far as the rolls on everyone, but they look pretty sweet. And the Camelot grips, I think, are the only thing that we haven't seen before. They've had the helmets out, and they've sold basically everything else. So if you've played Iron Banner, you probably have all these. This is really the only armor piece I'm looking to get here, these Camelot arms. So I'm not going to really go through all these. Some of them have, like I know the helmets have Angel of Mercy on them, so that's another good one, and better already. You know, again, not really useful for 6v6 matches, but a good one to have if you like to run trials or in 3v3 playlists. Moving on to the weapons. We have Waylaren's March at rank 4 for 90 marks, and Tormod's Bellow, the rocket launcher, at rank 5. Take a look at the sniper here. Looks pretty sweet. As you can see, it's definitely not that high of an impact. It's a very high rate of fire sniper, so not definitely not going to be that one hitter quitter like that you're looking for. Probably take at least a couple of shots. It has the Hawkeye scope, which makes it heavy, but it has better target acquisition, increased range, which really doesn't show up. We have a long range scope, as you can see, it kind of buffs range there, and excellent target acquisition, improves weapon range, and reload speed actually gets a buff with this too. And then here it has the ambush scope, which as you can see, it's I don't know, it takes a little getting used to, but however, it's definitely the best. As you can see, it increases that stability. The range on this thing is, you know, that decrease in range, you're going to be all right with that on most Crucible maps outside of the 3 that are just retarded long that you probably won't see in an Iron Banner playlist. I don't think I've ever seen any of those in an Iron Banner playlist actually, but so definitely would go with the ambush scope with me personally. And then looking at the perks here, we have Army of One, which is a pretty good perk for snipers. It's quick unassisted kills with this weapon, reduced grenade and melee cooldown. Very good for PvP. We have armor piercing rounds, which increases the impact a little bit, but you're never going to really know that. And then let's see, slows mass down, or their mass slows down weapon handling. So again, it makes it a bit more clunky to use. You probably won't notice that either. We have injection mold for increased stability and reduced range. Again, faster handling again. And we have reinforced barrel with increased range, reduced stability. And really, I don't see the need to have increased range. It's a sniper. It's going to have pretty decent range anyways. A lot of the maps you're going to play, this is going to be more of a hindrance than anything, because you're going to be firing this pretty fast. And we have Firefly here on the last perk, which we all know what that does. Precision kills to enemies cause them to explode. So this really not the best role for this. When I think of Iron Banner weapons, I think mainly PvP. And the only real exception to that rule is Nerwin's Mercy because it is so damn good. If I were going to roll this thing out and spec it out for me, I would go Ambush and Injection Mold for some retarded stability, as you're going to be firing this thing quite a bit. And for those of you who aren't that good at sniping, that might actually work well for you if you're not good at getting headshots. I know I'm not the best at it, so that would probably be the best way for me to go. However, this really isn't a great PvP perk, as Firefly really, I mean, it does damage to nearby targets, but it's not going to kill one, so you're not going to get any 2-for-1s based on solely on Firefly. And really, you don't have any whole lot of good perks here. I would say if you can get a better roll on this thing from a drop, you're probably better off doing that. But I'm going to probably wait for the drop and not buy this exact roll, as it really doesn't do anything that kind of stands out. And with that said, we're going to move on to Tormod's Bellow, which is the rocket launcher. And again, when we look at his base stats, the velocity and blast radius is not quite as high as some of the other rocket launchers that are pretty good, like your JBLs or the Vertigo or Truth. So keeping that in mind, we're going to kind of look at these, and we have, let's see, aggressive launch, which is what it starts with. We have smart drift control, which reduces your blast radius, which is the exact opposite of what we want to do. And then we have hard launch, which, you know, the velocity is the main point here, the main focus point anyway. The blast radius kind of is what it is. You can deal with that being a little lower, but you want that rocket delivering that payload as quickly as possible. So definitely would roll with hard launch there. It has tripod, which is really good in PvP actually. Being able to hold 3 rockets in a clip or in a magazine can be very useful. Not that the fire rate allows you to fire them off that quickly, but not having to reload because it has such a slow reload time is definitely useful. We have quick draw, we have single point sling, and we have snapshot for the middle tier. Quick draw really doesn't appeal to me, because usually when I pick up heavy, that's what I have out and that's what I'm going with, unless it's a sword, which then this really stands mute. But so it would probably be between single point sling and snapshot. Depending on the map I'm playing on and how heated it is, I might switch just to single point sling, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be snapshot. It's great for, you know, in-air shots, or excuse me, mid-air shots with the rocket launcher, which is, you know, a lot of times you're trying to dodge bullets, and that's one of the ways a lot of people like to do that. So I would probably go with snapshot. And then we also have tracking, which it's not grenades and horseshoes, but it's a close second. It's useful. It's not as useful as grenades and horseshoes, but really, when I'm looking at PvP rocket launchers, I don't even consider equipping it if it doesn't have at least tracking on it. So this one I would probably grab. You could definitely do some damage with it. It's not going to dominate like some rocket launchers. It's obviously not going to be Truth. And it's not going to be the JBL with grenades and horseshoes, but definitely worth a look, and I'm sure it'll get a lot of use actually, and you might be able to roll this on a drop from a match with grenades and horseshoes on it. So that is my first impressions of this Iron Banner loot, and thank you for watching. I want to remind you all that you can follow me on Twitter, Nick at Degenerate Gaming, and keep it locked here for more Destiny: The Taken King content. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching again. Later.